Hey guys, it's Saf here with another Raid Shadow Legends video, and we are going to be looking today at the deck of Fate that has just launched in the game. Haven't done a video in a while. I have been super busy lately. I haven't really had the opportunity to get on top of it, but I have been playing the free-to-play still. There will be a free-to-play update episode coming very soon, but I do want to take a look at this deck of Fate event because it has some interesting rewards, but it also might have some essential rewards if you are chasing the Mad Hatter Soul that is on for the Titan event right now. So this deck of Fate that we've got on here is a champion training and a soul summoning. There is an awakening boost that is going on right now, which we'll take a look at in a moment, which is why there is soul summoning. They always tend to put like some sort of summoning event going on at the same time. Now there is a 3-day 8-hour window on this. This video should be going out with CVC. Hopefully people have kind of saved their soul stones for the CVC window. I'm not going to do it because actually we generally don't want to push too many high points in our clan when it's a non-personal CVC here, right? It's a non-personal. We don't really want to go crazy, but you will need to do a lot of champion trading. That's what I'm going to say right now. I'm going to show you the math in a moment just of how it breaks down. I've got, I think, quite a large amount of soul stones for the average player, and I'm still looking at it as a massive amount of grind to do this. Now there is some rewards, there is 10 epic cards, and we do have the pinned rarity concept, which basically means if you pull a blue card, it will stay blue even if you pull green cards until you get 3 blue in a row. If you get a purple, it will stay purple until you get 3 purple in a row. The system pretty much guarantees that you're going to get some sort of purple flip pretty much most of the time. It's as long as you go the 40 cards deep, and the rewards are pretty good. You could get a primal shards, 300 gems. They're pretty good. They're not too bad. In terms of the main pool, the reason why I'm saying you might be forced to do this, there is 100 teacups here, so you can only really afford to lose 250. I think so far I have managed to get them all. I don't think I missed anything. The only thing I wasn't sure about is the champion chase. I'm pretty sure I got the teacups for that, so I'm on track. But if you didn't do the champion chase, then you know you're already on a bit of a helter-skelter. You're going to have to do this, and it's very difficult to guarantee that you're going to get it in a very small investment. That's the thing to note. There's also legendary masquerade masks and epic masquerade masks. The cat's gaze is starting to really take off. Like I said this when it first came out. This relic that you can get actually from the Titan event. A lot of people actually only want the relic from the Titan event. This cat's gaze, I said it was the best relic in the game. People are starting to realize why the more they're getting hold of it. I haven't crafted any of mine right now. I'm kind of doing a bit of a social experiment for no reason whatsoever. I'm collecting all of them, and I'm going to do a big summoning event at the end of the whole event. I've got 200 so far. Been trying to win a few tournaments where I can, but I've not been going crazy hard. I managed to sneak a kind of a cool little classic arena tournament win this week, which was great. Picked up some extra rare masks. So even if you're not going for Mad Hatter, you might be tempted to go for this if you can, especially if you've got a lot of soul stones, and it's kind of like the best time to summon the soul stones. So I'm just going to run you through the basic numbers here so you can get an idea of how much energy is it going to cost you, how many soul stones is it going to cost you, depending on what kind of point you want to reach. So Deck of Fate is already pretty much hard-coded every single time as 40,000 points, right? It's always, I kind of do this via 10, 20, 30, and 40 flips. It's always hard-coded. 1,000 is 1 flip. You need to do 40 flips, so it's 40,000 in total. It's 90 points, 900 points, and 4,500 points. So pretty much, you know, you need like 10 times as much mortal as you need immortal, and you can get away with a reasonable amount with Eternals if you've got some. So these are the kind of numbers you're looking at here in terms of like how much is the whole deck. You know, the cheapest is always kind of like the the Immortals. It's kind of similar if you look at like Heroes Path events. Normally, that's about the same as well. Void Shards tend to be the better one, not the big one you would think. You'd think because it says 4,500, it's kind of like more cost effective. It's not if you kind of like care about how much value you're giving away. I'm not necessarily saying you'd spend $155, but if you were to give away that cost, that's kind of like how much it is to trade it in. In terms of training, the way we work this out, I haven't done one of these videos in a while, but the points did kind of get reflected here. They were a little bit higher than when I copied this from another deck, so maybe that deck had 3, but it feels like the training is a little bit higher. The way I normally do this is I kind of look at whether you want to make a rank 5 champion, which is like making food, or whether you want to bring some champions up to level 6, rank 6, and basically make some new champions. Generally, from an energy efficiency perspective, it's always better to make rank 5s because the cost to make a rank 6 doesn't normally pay off as much. So making food is always going to cost you less energy than making champions. But you obviously need to make more food in order to make the points up. So for example, if you want to do the entirety of the deck, it's about 15, I would say, 15 rank 5 champions. Now we do make some assumptions here. The assumption is that you take a rank 3 to level 10, a rank 4 to level 15, and a rank 5 to level 21. Why? Because spending a little bit of brews or a little bit of energy to get those up a little bit is actually more points per energy than if you would just never use any points at all. So that's something to keep in mind here. This is going to end up around about 14 here, about just under 3 rank 6s. That's quite a lot. And this also calculates assuming you take like a rank 2 to a rank 3, a rank 3 to a rank 4, and go through the process and chain in which you might cut off a few levels. If you go and use chickens or something of the nature, the point will go up. So how does this really work when you look at it side by side? Well, I've kind of plugged in the stones that I've got right now, which is 70 mortal and 7 immortal. And this calculator basically readjusts the numbers that I need. So you can see I can easily do 10 flips. I don't have enough to do 20 flips. If I really want to go and get the full deck completed, you're looking at another 12,000 energy. I mean, you can optimize it a little bit. You can kind of like get the 12-6 nightmare going. You can get yourself under 10,000 energy, but that is going to be that is going to be as close as you're going to get, right? It's not going to be great, honestly. So it's expensive, basically. We're looking at a 9,000 to 10,000. There's 2 things here because normally you would consider potentially sometimes dungeon divers, right? Normally they do a training and dungeon divers in a deck of Fate. We don't have this here, so the points are the same. So yeah, somewhere between 10,000 and 11,000 energy is how much it's going to cost with this level of mortal souls, these level of stones. It's a lot. It's very expensive. I don't know if I'll go all 40 deep. We'll see what we flip. Hopefully I can get some teacups and I might just sacrifice it. Ideally, I just want the legendary masks, if anything. I'll put the link in the description and the pinned comment of this video for the calculator. You can check this out yourself. So why would you actually summon right now? Well, there is an awakening boost on, and what the awakening boost does is it increases the chance you're going to get a higher star rating stone. So that means it basically goes and increases the top 2 or 1 difficulty, and they take it from the bottom. So it basically means now you get 6% more chance to get a 6-star soul, but you have 6% less chance it's going to be a 3-star. But it doesn't change the rarity, so keep that in mind. It is still kind of like the best time to summon because the star rating is often what you want, but it's not like perfect. And obviously it doesn't apply to Eternal Soul Stones. So if you are summoning these, you'll basically summon them at straight value. I don't have any at the moment. I had to burn pretty much all of my Eternal Soul Stones just to be able to buy Marius 6-star, which I do have probably a video coming out on very soon. So I'm going to finish this video now with a bit of a summoning session here. I have basically just been saving them up, acquiring them from different places, from Hydra. I really am after some better souls for these champions. One of the souls I kind of want to move towards now is I kind of want to take away Ninja. I just did pick up Finer. So I would really like Finer to get a soul because I can see I'm going to use her in lots of places. Although she doesn't really need a soul, I think she will be valuable to have, especially if I can get a cruelty on her or something of the nature of that beast. If I can find Finer in this long list. In terms of rares and epics, there's not really any that I particularly need. Fenax is possibly one that I think I've got at 6-star. I've already got plenty of Whispers, so we're kind of on the Mr. Adaithi and the Dark Ale and the Ruella at the moment. So let's see what we can get. Now, I normally at least upgrade 1 character when we do this. At least 1 is normally an improvement I make whenever we do these kind of sessions. And that's normally a good payout for this kind of thing. I've been saving up. I haven't really gone, there's a 6-star Fenax. I literally was talking about a Fenax and I just go and pull a 6-star Fenax. That's crazy. I think I've already got a 6-star Fenax. Let's just take a look. Have I already got a 6-star Fenax? I don't. Unless that's my second Fenax. How many Fenaxes do I have? I already have a 6-star Fenax. So we can make a double 6-star Fenax team. That's hilarious. We won't do that straight away, but there you go. I was literally just joking about the fact that I might want a Fenax or something, and we get a 6-star, which is hilarious. We get 2-star Ruella. I'm kind of looking for the higher ones. We got a Toshiro. If only I had a Toshiro to use it on. If only, but I don't. A 5-star Tolf. I don't even know. Does anyone have a... I mean, Tolf has kind of a special use case in Shogun that I think can be kind of funny, but I don't really think there's much use for a Tolf, the maimed. We got a 5-star Judicator, a 1-star Buckethead. Nobody wants a Buckethead. We do get a Sathalia, 1-star. I mean, I don't have Sathalia, so again, we're pulling all the champions I don't need a soul for. It would be great if we can get like a Lamasu soul. That's kind of the biggest next upgrade that I'm really looking for is a Lamasu soul. We do get a 3-star Daithie, but I think I need a higher one. Lamasu is really, really, really good. I think the more people find ways to use her, the stronger she'll become. I don't think she's like a simple champion to use. So you have to use her in the right way. If you can, get a lot of value out of her. Legendary to finish it off, and it is a 2-star Roxam. I have a 6-star Roxam, and I still don't use it. Roxam is definitely one for the buff list. All they need to do is reduce the veil probabilities on Roxam, and then there's actually a good champion underneath all of that kit. Get a 5-star Maiden. And we finish off there with a Bellower. Okay. What else have we got? Must be nearing the end. A 4-star Miscreated Monster. It's pretty good. If I got that on a free-to-play, it would be kind of cool. We got a Legendary. Okay, 1-star Delion is not really what we're looking for here. We're not high-rolling the Legendaries, and I think that's all of those out. So we've got some of these Immortal Soul Stones to go. Let's pull out some of these. What are we going to get? I don't really find I get an awful lot, and then I say Legendary. It's an Angar. Nobody really cares about an Angar. I don't really find these Immortal Soulstones super good for my account. I always find I get the best out of the Mortal. But it's not without precedent that we couldn't get a better one. There is a 12% chance as a 6-star here, which is better than average. We are getting Epics and Legendaries, which is what we want. We're just not getting the champions that we want, unfortunately. What else have we got coming in here? It's a rare. Oof, we're going down. We're going backwards. It's a 3-star rare. That's what you normally get from these stones. It's going to be another 3-star rare. It's a 4-star Cold Heart. I mean, I'm kind of looking for the 6-star for those ones. We're going back up to Epic. We're going to finish on a Flourish. 6-star Farrakhan. Now, this is a big pull, because he is one of the Epics that actually unlocks a lot of trials in Chimera. So this is actually kind of a big pull. This is as good as getting Legendary to some extent in the right situation. He's still super good for Fire Knight Hard as well, although I don't really use him anymore because I don't need him. Maris is a bit of a god, but super, super good pull. There's always one champion I get a good bonus on, and that's really good. I'm going to finish off with a 5-star Hope. There is no Hope. That is the last of the Hope, but absolutely. I mean, I already had a 5-star. The 6-star just makes it even better. That is well worth it. Did we improve anywhere else? I could make another 6-star Phenax. I don't know why I would. Grush can get a bit of an improvement. It's not bad. You know, the 1 to 3 stars is kind of okay because you get a lot of base stats, especially for rares and epics where sometimes the base stats are not very good. You do get a lot of base stats in here that can kind of just bring them up to a new level. The rest of them, though, probably not any good, but we might have a little scan through. Thankfully, I'm in no rush to sell after I had to purge my vault of many a soul to make way for Maris's soul. So that got us 12,000 lanterns. We can flip some. So what are we hunting for? Teacups and legendary masks. That's what we want. Okay, so we've got some epic masks there. Oh, there's one set of legendary masks. Do you really want to pin this? If you pin the rarity, yes, okay. Ooh, 3 in a row. Oh, God. Now we've got to find the epic. Oh, there's 100 energy. The epic is around this epic. It always is. There's a blue. Where is the epic? It's normally always grouped together, and you watch now, it's not going to find it. Oh, it's found the other one. Oh, okay. So what do we get here? We got no teacups. Bit of a problem. Just generally because we know those things you know, we can only lose 250. I could lose 100. I'm not really fussed. Definitely want to try and get another epic though, if I can, because I've got 2 in a row already. I've only found 25 of the 100, but I did find, you know, 100 of the blue and 25. We can get 150, 100. There's still quite a lot of masks behind here. If I can find one more of the 25 masks, I'm pretty happy about it. The Cascades is well worth it. So, but to do that, we'd have to do a bit of champion training. I mean, I could probably just make a rank 4 champion here quickly and make up some points. There's 120 lantern points. And put a little bit of brew. That'll get us another 175. And that gives us another flip. This epic is somewhere around here. It's not. It's another blue. Oh. When you see the epic material and it's actually blue, that's painful. But it's masks. And masks are great. The more we can get, the better. I'm building up my stockpile here. I'm already at 225 here, so I've got 2 guaranteed summons for a legendary rate and 575 and 450. Now, I will just say there's been a lot of discussion around should you mix and match materials, rarities. I will say I've done the math so many times now, and I always come back to the same conclusion. Do not mix materials and do not mix rarities. The system actually always punishes you when you do that. Even if you do something like this, okay, it might give you substantially more summons with the event materials. Someone actually did the math for me. I think it was Shooter in my clan who was like, oh, I actually don't think there's much difference. If you've got loads of these legendary materials, you can spread the masks out across a number of different, you know, different kind of summons. But even when you do it this way, you're still having a less chance of getting Cat's Gaze. If you want Cat's Gaze, the best way to do it is this. And it happens that all the materials are all the same. If you want the best relic, don't switch material and don't switch rarity. Keep it all the same material, same epic. It is the best way to do it. The system makes it look like it's better to mix and match. It's really not. You just punish yourself no matter what you do. So I'll be saving these up towards the end of the event, and we'll be doing a big relic crafting video in the meantime. Hopefully I will pick up the Cat's Gaze here. I might just ignore the 100. I'll be honest, it's a lot of champion training. I'll definitely try to get the epic, but it's a lot of champion training to try and find a teacup. It's a lot. This is the place where I would sacrifice 100 unless you really need to do champion training. It's just a lot of effort. And I can afford to lose 250 and still get the Mad Hatter Soul. If I don't get the Mad Hatter Soul, it's not the end of the world because I don't plan on using him, but I would definitely like to try and get some of these sort of final tier rewards, ideally. So there you go, guys. That is the end of the video. Good luck if you're flipping the deck of Fates tomorrow or today. I'm releasing this video the day after. And yeah, let me know in the comments below. How are you finding the Alice event so far? I will say on the free-to-play, Alice is rocking for my account. I really do need to do a free-to-play video update. I'm trying to do one every week, and I'm trying to get back some videos here. I did manage to achieve a major outcome, and there will be a video coming very soon. We finally got, it's taken me forever, it's a pretty rubbish amulet, but we have a Shadowkin Feral amulet, so keep on the lookout. There will be a Feral video coming soon, and I am working on a brand new Chimera build that I think can combat, it might be able to match the power of Toshiro, but we're going to need to work up towards it. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.